Previously on the Chronicles of Teonce, Pierre. The high school national playoffs officially kicked off with 16 of the best high school basketball teams in the nation fighting it out to determine a champion. Teonce, Pierre, and Prolific Prep took on his former team, Vandegrift High, in the first round, and it ended up being a close game, with Prolific Prep taking the win 74-66 and moving on to the second round of the playoffs, which is where we are now. Pierre and Prolific Prep will be taking on Hillcrest Prep, a team that they lost to earlier in the season. The winner will take on either Minnehaha or Rancho Christian. Meanwhile, in the East, Montverde plays Archbishop Step, and then Brewster plays IMG. Briefly looking at the box score of the Prolific Prep Vandegrift game, Teonce led his team with 27 points, 11 assists, and 8 rebounds. So now it's time for the second round of the postseason to see who will make the round of 4. Will it be Prolific Prep, or will it be Hillcrest Prep, who just beat Modern Day in round 1? Teonce checking his phone rather than shooting with the dudes. He's probably looking at the nudes. Wink, wink. Hillcrest is led by a number of players, most notably Howard commit McCour Maker, as here early in the first quarter. Nobody has scored yet. Prolific Prep wearing their light greens, by the way, as Teonce opens up the scoring with a beautiful dunk. That's how you start off a playoff game. Here is Terry going to pass it out for Keon Edwards for 3. Quick bucket for Hillcrest as it is now 9-7. Prolific Prep has an early lead here, but Hillcrest looking good early. Dalen Terry misses the 3, however it's rebounded and then blocked. Excellent defense by Prep on the fast break. Coleman Hawkins going upstairs where Grandma hides the cookies. 13-7 now. Here's Teonce Pierre trying to get the deep ball from Anselm, but it's off the mark. Frank Anselm trying to show off his inner Josh Allen by overthrowing him. Nice slam for Hillcrest as it's 15-9. Keon Edwards with the shot. No good. Teonce with his first rebound of the day. Trying to run the floor. Going coast to coast, and he will find the open lane and get the dunk to fall in. 13-7 now. McCour Maker heaves up a prayer at the end of the first quarter, and it's off the mark. A defensive battle so far. Not a lot of high scoring so far in this game. Both defenses are looking good. I mean, that's what you get in the playoffs. 100% effort and intensity on the defensive end of the floor. There's Teonce with a slam. He has 6 points, all of which have come on dunks today, believe it or not. Teonce now loses it, stolen by Terry. Here comes the Bruins going coast to coast as Terry is blocked. Jalen Green says, "Get that out of here." Teonce gets it back. Deep 3. You might as well call him Kim Jong-un because he's launching nukes. 15-22 now. Cobbs is no good. Green with the rebound. He's going to try to take it himself now to Teonce, who finds Namari Burnett, who's more wide open than a McDonald's drive-thru at 5 o'clock in the morning, getting the 3 to go in. Prolific now leads it by 10, and Hillcrest has only scored 1 basket here in the second quarter. Incredible defense by Teonce, forcing an air ball. Hillcrest would get the offensive rebound. Terry on the mid-ranger, once again, no good. Hillcrest just cannot get a bucket to save their lives here in the second quarter. Pierre gets it over to Jalen Green, who will get the layup to go in. 17-27 now. Green inside for Namari Burnett. Tough layup is good. Looks like Teonce was calling for the ball, but it doesn't really matter since his teammate got the bucket instead. 21-29, Pierre trying to beat the buzzer, and he does. That'll give Prolific Prep a 10-point lead going into the halftime break. The defense has been outstanding. Hillcrest's offense has been abysmal in this one. They just can't really get a shot off. The Prolific Prep offense has been fine, but all you need to do is play fine if you're going to be that good defensively. The Bruins are going to try to start a second half rally, but that won't help. McCour Maker misses the layup. Teonce Pierre off the catch and shoot. Nothing but net for 3. 21-34 now. Edwards with the lob for Mike Foster, who just postered Teonce Pierre. Usually Teonce's dunking on these fools. There was the opposite as Cobbs inside getting the layup. Not before a beautiful Teonce Pierre block, however. On the ensuing possession, Pierre with another block. However, Hillcrest once again gets it back for the putback. Unlucky. 27-34 now. Prolific Prep still has the lead. Teonce wide open. He's going to let it fly. Because why not? And he drains the deep three. The weatherman predicted heavy rain here in this one. Pierre now inside with the fancy layup. 33-39. Hillcrest is holding on, making it a game. Cobbs with the slam as both defenses continue to play well. Later in the third, 37-39. Hillcrest with the layup, and we are tied up. Prolific has only scored 8 points here in the third quarter. Make it 10 now as Teonce gets a sick dunk. But, I mean, Prolific's offense has really not played well here in the third quarter. Still a defensive game. Nice bucket from Hillcrest as they tie it late here in the quarter. Can Teonce or Prep get a quick bucket before the quarter ends? No. As Teonce's three toilet rolls out. 41 apiece going into the fourth quarter. Good frame for Hillcrest. They have some momentum right now. And they're going to open things up with a quick bucket from Dalen Terry. 43-41 now. Green over to Teonce. Teonce going to lob it from a Syracuse commit, Frank Anselm, who gets the slam. 45-43. Bruins lead it. Pierre trying to drive in for the layup, stuck inside, but he does get it to go down. 45 apiece now. Here's Cobbs. He's going to get a slam. Bad defense by Teonce Pierre. 47-45 now. Terry. Nice attempt, but it's off the mark. Teonce Pierre, the first one on the other end. He's going to go for the three, and he greens it. Teonce Pierre with a huge bucket, giving Prolific Prep a 1-point lead. Ensuing possession, Jalen Green's going to try to extend the lead, and he does. Jalen Green with one of his better performances of the year, 47-51. Look at that quick lob for McCourt Maker. Hillcrest staying alive. 2 minutes to play, and Prolific is up by 2. Teonce Pierre trying to out-muscle the defender, trying to post his way inside. He gets it to Hawkins, over to Brunette. Got some hot potato right now as Teonce at the top of the key, or at the top of the free-throw line, I should say. He misses it. 49-51 now. Cobbs gets the layup. Teonce jumped a little bit too early, and we are now tied at 51 with about a minute 20 to go. Pierre inside, a huge pass for Coleman Hawkins, who gets the dunk. 51-53. After an illegal screen on McCourt Maker, Prolific Prep has it back. They have a chance to make it a 2-score lead, and they are successful. Teonce inside for the layup. This is now 55-51. Hillcrest needs a basket here, or they are in trouble. Excellent defense by Anselm, as McCourt Maker is unable to get the bucket. And then Pierre will lob it for Coleman Hawkins, and just like that, within a matter of around 20 seconds, Prolific now leads it by 6. After a quick foul, McCourt Maker drills both free throws. Now it's 53-57. And it looks like Hillcrest is probably going to play the foul game, or at least they should. But here's the thing, they're not. Teonce is just dribbling around these fools, letting the clock drain and drain and drain. I don't get this defense at all by the Hillcrest Prep Bruins. At this point in the game, you got a foul. Instead, Namari Burnett gets off the screen, makes the three, and now it is 53-60. Roster space is going to dribble out the clock, one of the generic 40 overalls on this team. And Prolific Prep will barely get past Hillcrest Prep in a very tough basketball game, 60-53 being your final score. And you know what? Let's treat ourselves. The next round will be right after this game today. Looking at the box score, Teonce of 28, 8 and 4 on pretty solid shooting. The rest of the team was fairly quiet. I mean, Frank Anselm did grab 20 boards, to be fair. Devontae Cobbs led the way in points. McCourt Maker was a big disappointment in this game. Only 7 points, 8 rebounds. Frank Anselm was better today, point blank, period, in this one. So looking at the results, Rancho would upset Minnehaha. And then in the East, once again, the top seeds, Montverde and IMG won. If you're a Prolific Prep, you are praying that IMG beats Montverde, because I don't think anybody in the country can beat Montverde right now. So Rancho actually had a fourth quarter comeback, beating Minnehaha by 2. This is good news for Prolific Prep. Minnehaha has been really good this year. They beat Prolific Prep earlier in the season. However, you cannot sleep on this Rancho team, led by big man Evan Mobley, the 5-star going to USC, who is one of the top big men in the entire nation. And Rancho has a few other talented players, so can't sleep on these guys. Quick basket here for Jalen Green, as Prolific Prep is up early, 2-7 is your score. Nice defense by Prep wearing their gray jerseys today. And now Pierre with the lob for Jalen Green, getting a beautiful slam. 6-9 now. Nice. As Stevens is denied, Pierre had a hand on that ball. 2-on-1 here. Jalen Green gonna heave it up for Teonce Pierre, who gets the reverse dunk to go in. Prolific Prep looking very good offensively early in this game after winning their previous game due to defense. Failed lob for Mobley. Frank Anselm with good defense. Here's Jalen Green. Inside again for Teonce Pierre, who gets a two-handed dunk to go in. Rancho is up now, 16-14. They're starting to play a little bit better here down the stretch in the first quarter, as Hawkins going to pass it out for Teonce, trying to get past the defender, knocking down Milan J, as it is now 20-17. Rancho leads it by 3. Teonce trying to get a quick bucket before the end of the quarter. Probably should have shot it there. Instead, he tried to go inside for Coleman Hawkins and was unsuccessful as the clock hit 0. On to the second quarter now, 19-20. Harris over to Stevens for the slam, as Rancho now up by 3. Here's a lob for Evan Mobley. Soft touch at the rim. 24-19 now. Mobley gets it over to Byers. Heaves up a bomb, and it is no good. Pierre with the rebound. Prolific Prep's offense is now struggling after playing really well earlier in this game, as Teonce misses the layup. However, Hawkins is there for the rebound and the putback. The Illinois Fighting Illini commit with a nice play, as Anselm gets a block. However, Mobley is there for the putback, as it is now 26-21. Rancho's had a steady lead for a while now, but Prolific Prep hasn't let this turn into a blowout. Hawkins is going to be blocked. Evan Mobley just caught that ball midair rather than blocking it. Byers over to Stevens for the dunk, and now it is 28-21. Prolific Prep not playing their best basketball right now. Namari Burnett open for 3, and he greens it. This Prolific team does not miss open shots from the perimeter. So if you're the opposing defense, you got to have your perimeter defense ready, because if you're caught sleeping, you're going to pay. Good defense by Prep. Here's Teonce with a nasty slam home, as it's 30-26. Pierre inside the paint on a jump shot. It's good. And now it is 32-28. It's been the 4 or 5 point game pretty much this whole quarter. Hawkins with the layup, as it's now a 1-possession game. Teonce trying to get the board there, and he is successful with about 30 seconds to play in the quarter. Prolific can tie it or take the lead, and they'll do just that. Teonce assisted on the three-pointer. Now it's 32-33. Prolific Prep has it back, trying to extend their lead before the end of the first half, and they're unsuccessful. Jalen Green misses the 3. We've got ourselves a back and forth affair. Prolific Prep leads this game by 1 by the score of 32-33. The winner of this game is pretty much the best high school basketball team west of the Mississippi, and they'll be playing either Montverde or IMG in the high school national championship. So obviously a lot at stake here, as Pierre gets the tough layup to go in. 39-35, Rancho leads it. Byers 3 will rim out. Now has 16, 4, and 4 on the day, as he's going to go inside for Jalen Green, who lays it in, cutting the lead in half. A little bit later, as it's now 41-40. Rancho slightly up by 1, but that looks like it's going to change. Jalen Green left wide open. I told you, you can't let these perimeter shooters on Prolific Prep stay open. Good layup for Rancho, tying the game up at 43 with a little bit over 3 to play in the third. After a quick Prolific Prep bucket, they're back up by 2. Evan Mobley having trouble with it. Then he's blocked by Anselm. Deep pass for Teonce Pierre. Tough layup is good. Nice defense by Rancho, but an even better bucket for Teonce Pierre. 43-47 now. Here's Harris on the mid-range attempt. No good. Evan Mobley with yet another rebound. He does miss it. Rebounded by Prolific. Jalen Green over to Teonce. Off the catch and shoot. Green bean machine. The long 2 goes in. 43-51 now. Prolific Prep is really starting to play well as they lead by 8. Let's make it 10. Jalen Green with the slam. He's been excellent in this third quarter for Prolific Prep. 44-53 now, as Teonce looking like Patrick Mahomes on that play. Deep pass connects for the assist. 47-55. Here's Coleman Hawkins for the slam. And the second half of this third quarter has been a dominant showing by Prolific. Namari Burnett was really about to bury that three, wasn't he? Nonetheless, a 10-point lead for Prolific Prep going into the fourth quarter. If they can just keep the pedal to the metal for these next 7 minutes, they'll be in the high school national championship, which is pretty crazy. Good defense by Prep. Teonce over to Burnett. Quick pass for Jalen Green for the layup. The one weakness with this Prolific Prep team throughout the season has been ball movement. But that ball movement on that play was incredible. Good slam for Mobley as Rancho tries to keep it alive. 49-63 is your score. Inside once again for Evan Mobley. He's going to have to be the catalyst for this comeback, if there is a comeback. However, he's blocked. Ansela makes a great play. Teonce for Namari Burnett, no good. Burnett, however, with the putback, robbing Teonce of an assist. But hey, good bucket for Namari Burnett nonetheless. 49-65 now. Harris with the slam, making it a little bit closer with 5.5 to play as Rancho is just holding on for dear life right now. Here's Teonce Pierre going in for the layup. It is good. Now 51-67 with about 5 minutes to play. Following offensive possession for Prolific Prep, Teonce just murdered the white boy. Absolutely slams it on Turner. You might as well call him Father Teonce Pierre because he is baptizing these fools right now. What a dunk for Pierre. 56-70, 3:39 to play. Another block inside by Prolific Prep. We got a block party going on right now. Jalen Green taking it himself for the slamma-jamma-do. 61-76, a minute and a half to play. This game looks about over. Teonce is going to dunk on the white kid again because why not? That is how this one will end. Prolific Prep gets the win 80-67 over Rancho Christian and will be moving on to the high school national championship to face on either IMG Academy or Montverde Academy. I think regardless of who it is, I think Prolific Prep will be the underdogs going into that game, especially if it's Montverde. Teonce led the way, 29 points, 11 assists, 5 rebounds on 75% shooting from the field. Jalen Green was also very good. He dropped 27 in this game, also with good efficiency. Everybody shot the ball well for the most part, I do have to say. Bryson Stevens was the leading scorer for Rancho with 21 points. Mobley had 14 and 11. I do feel that Evan Mobley did play pretty well in this game. So it turns out Montverde ends up defeating IMG in the Eastern bracket championship by a score of 69-78. Despite a valiant fourth quarter effort from IMG, they are unable to get the win. So this means Montverde and Prolific Prep will duel for the national championship. It's no secret that Montverde is the best team in the country. They're led by the number 1 player in the 2020 class, Cade Cunningham. Got other 5 stars like Scotty Barnes, Dayron Sharp, Caleb Houston, Langston Love, Moses Moody. I mean, this team is just nasty. They dominated Prolific Prep in the final game of a regular season. So if that is any secret for what we could see in the championship, it could be a long day for Prolific Prep. Let's see if they can get the upset. Find out next time on the Chronicles of Teonce Pierre.